I've never been a fan of rap music or hip hop, whatever it's called. But recently, due to an acquaintance, I came across Tom MacDonald and his rap. I have to say, I might be becoming a fanboy because what he seems to be right now is the poet bard of the right, real America, real Americans trying to save the nation they knew and grew up in. So I found Michael Knowles tonight, who's doing a reaction to a Tom MacDonald's song, In God We Trust. And let's take a look at some parts of it, and hopefully I'll have some interesting things to relate.
And examine the poetry of our age. That would be
the poet bard of our age for the right.
rap music.
Can I stab you?
I am the most hippity-hoppity here at the Daily Wire, the cultural maven, pop culture guru, Flavor Mike.
Yeah, boy, yeah!
So we are going to be taking a look at the latest Tom MacDonald song. This video is brought to you by ExpressVPN. More from them later. First, though, let's get them sick beats.
They separate us from our neighbors and they call it social distancing. It's actually a bigger plan. It's called social conditioning. They took away our privacy. There's always someone listening. The elections planning riots for the citizens. The government has always lied. It's history repeating. But the problem is the schools dumb you down so you believe them. If you try to speak the truth inside a tweet, then they delete it. Whole administration Satanists who claim they praise in Jesus. Every year there's a new name for enemies that we're facing. It's Al-Qaeda, then ISIS, and now American patriots. Who would have thought those who love the country the most would be hated on by folks who call America home?
Okay, pause it there. This is pretty insightful. And this is not just true of America today. This is true of every regime ever. You always need to have an enemy. So the ruling regimes will focus you on one enemy and then another enemy. And there's always a crisis and there's always a threat from the outside. But what Tom's pointing out here is that the same infrastructure, the security infrastructure that the United States built up first to fight in the Cold War, then to oppose Al-Qaeda, then to oppose other threats, it's now been turned on American patriots. We're now told that the greatest domestic terror threat is from white supremacy in America. How many white supremacists are there in America? Like 4?
There's 5 of them, in fact.
We're told that the great domestic terror threat is from parents who don't want their kids to learn CRT and crazy gender theory in schools. So it's been turned on them. That is something that's happened within just the last few years. A very, very perceptive shift in the way we think about our grave enemies and the gravest threats. Okay, go on.
Parties are equally just as evil. They've been working for themselves, don't give a damn about the people. Black, white, yellow, brown, humanity needs you. Because united we stand, divided they will defeat you.
I want to stop right there, and that might be what we're going to watch the totality tonight on the music video. But that is really insightful and kind of scary what Michael Knowles just put out, that the apparatus of the United States government, all the agencies, especially even the military, is now being aligned against the right. Basically Republicans, anybody who believes in the standard true America, as far as I'm concerned. Here's the problem. The left and right cannot live together. And the only solution really is peaceful separation, or right there where my finger is, if you can see it, right there, the bottom right of my banner. I think that's it. So I don't think we're going to really be able to work with them. Now, I've heard it said that the grassroots right is the largest in the world. Right there. The largest in the world. You take just the 75 million Trump supporters and the Second Amendment, you're going to come up with the largest army in the world. The problem is that isn't united, does not know what to do, or when to do it. Right now, Trump is the only potential unifying force for the right. And that is why the left hates him so and needs to destroy him. Now, if all we do is trust in God and pray, we will be destroyed. America will be destroyed. And I say this as a member of the Holy Catholic Church. You know, I believe in God and prayer and all that, but I don't think that prayer or just believing in God and trusting in God alone is going to help. There's kind of like a saying that God helps those who helps themselves. That's not in the Bible. That's more like a Ben Franklin type saying, you know. People think that's out of the Bible, but it really isn't. But it's going to take more than that. Otherwise, you're going to end up in some kind of a re-education camp or possibly even an extermination camp, no matter how much you pray. All Americans must stand up to the left and start by voting them out. That's the peaceful solution to begin with. Just vote them out wherever you can. We have to unite, but that's the big thing, unite. Everybody has to get on the same page. But here's the problem. The people on the right are generally much more peaceful than the left and the Antifa types. No matter what the government is now saying, that the right is the greatest terrorist threat, it's actually the left. And I'll tell you what, the left has destroyed America much more than the right ever will. America is already being destroyed. Gotta let that thought sink in even to myself. Now, I'm saying all this as a lifelong registered Democrat. Still am. But yeah, I voted for Trump. Twice, as a matter of fact. And I'm going to vote for him again, even if I have to write him in. So Trump is the only potential unifying force for the right. That's why they hate him. They have to destroy him. I think that if there were a younger person, maybe with less baggage than Trump, it might be a little better. Trump's getting on a little in age and everything. I don't know if he can carry the torch, the heavy torch of saving America, basically what it is. It's no longer just make America great again. It's actually saving America. And I'll have more on this in another video. But I think I'm going to call it a night right now. This is my first real attempt at a reaction video like this. So we'll see how this comes out and see how we can improve this.